this game. It's the only game I've played PSVR 2 so far, you guys. And I'm a believer. I was for
Okay. What is good, everybody? It is the Godfather of VR, the ageless, one of the man licking clay, and the moment we've all waited for is finally here. I'm taking my PSVR 2 headset on its maiden voyage. Setup was relatively easy, and I did play with it for a second just before I went live because I wanted to make sure that I didn't forget something that was going to cause a problem with the stream. Now, I do have to warn everybody that it appears that chat does not work, so I don't see your comments. So basically, what's going to have to happen is I got my phone right here, and I'll have to go back and periodically check the chat so I can respond to comments. So I'm looking at the main screen right here, and it's flat screen. Some people pointed that out. I really don't have a problem with that because, you know, if it helps saves resources for the headset, I'm fine with that. And I mean, how much are you going to do from the menu screen that you would need it in VR? Setup was really easy. Now, I do have my thoughts about what I saw so far, and I'll just talk about that as we go along. So, getting into this game, let's go into my garage. So what the plan is so this is, let me change cars, and I think I'm going to start with the let's go with the 787B, because I want to see this in the VR showroom. I mean, I've driven this car in VR before, but I never really seen it showroom style. Not the way this game displays it. So the plan is we'll look at a couple of cars in the showroom. We will go and enter a daily race, and then after that daily race is over, I'll respond to comments, and then we'll do the giveaway for Horizon Call of the Mountain for PSVR 2. So let's do the VR showroom. Let's do it from the pit garage. Now, when I look out there in the background, it's clear enough that I can make out what's going on, but it's not razor sharp, which is okay. Inside this pit garage, it's clear. You know, it's I can distinctly tell you that my 4090 with the HP Reverb G2 has a noticeably sharper picture, but this is still great. And this car right here, looking at it right here in this VR showroom, is oh my god, I didn't know I could turn the signals on. Oh, and the lights too. Holy shit. So I mean, this looks like a real car sitting in here. I will say that I don't know if I'm looking at the car at actual scale, but it doesn't look like a very long car. It definitely looks real. Make no mistake about that. Let's you turn on headlights, change viewpoints, change the interior view, change lighting. So I'm inside the car now. Oh, this is to change the lighting. Oh, nice. Okay, so I want to see the Ford GT. And then I'll check the chat before we do a daily race. But I want to see the Ford GT. I absolutely like that showroom style. I mean, this car looks so low to the ground. I mean, the car looks like it's waist high. Oh, my God. This VR showroom is definitely immersive. Now, one thing that I want to forewarn everybody about is being that the headset has eye tracking, where I look is where the picture is going to be the sharpest. So there might be parts of this stream where you may see some blur, and that's because I may not be looking in that area. Let's get inside this baby. Damn, holy shit. These boxes and wires and shit like that everywhere. It's like, what's all this shit for? My God. Okay, so let me check the chat. Let me take the headset off, check the chat. How's the black compared to the G2? This lane looks good. Try a different room, okay. Okay, so it was at Cold Yogurt was asking how the blacks. Let's so yeah, we'll check out a different car and then we'll check out a different room. Oops. Oops. What the hell? Oh shit. So graphically, I do not see any downgrade in the graphics. The thing that stands out to me is that you know, naturally it's not as sharp as a flat screen. And the one thing I love about looking at this car is that I'm not seeing any aliasing on it. I don't see any glittery edges from the aliasing and that kind of shit. That background, why it may not look as good as you would see flat screen, it still looks good enough. I think I'm ready for a daily race, and then we'll do a giveaway. We'll do the giveaway for Horizon Call It a Mountain. And I'm off until Monday, so I plan to do a lot of streaming. So we've got a floating theater screen here warning me about this and that and that and this, safety, yada yada yada. Yeah. Let's go here. Enter with my current car. No, we're going to enter with the Porsche. Let's put the correct tires on here. All right, let's get some practice in. Oh shit, there it is. Now it wants to kick in. Now, what I'm seeing straight ahead, I do notice some pop in. Ooh. Let me see if I can adjust it, because I don't like the steering wheel being in my face like this. Yeah, that's a little bit better. I don't like that I have to pause this. So I go to hit the recenter button, and it pauses the game. And then I have to hold the recenter button to recenter it. So that's something I'm not a fan of. Now, one of the things that I'm worried about, like, I think one of the things that I'm seeing right now is some ghosting. And I think that's one of the things that's preventing the backgrounds from looking sharp. So, I mean, everything in the background, while it's not razor sharp, I can still make it out. Oh, yeah. Now that I'm in VR, I gotta recalibrate these. I gotta recalibrate the, I gotta go back to a different setting. So, hold on, folks. See what that does. Yeah, I had to change the steering ratio to something. Yeah, that's better. To something a little more honest. Yeah, I like that. I like the way that feels. So actually, what I'm going to do here in a second is go into the settings and see if I can see everything in the back looks a little bit better now that I'm not moving. So I think I might have been seeing a little bit of ghosting, because I know when I got online, when I first fired up the game and I did like a quick lap, as I was passing the cars, I was seeing a little bit of ghosting. Oof. The sound of this car, I hear more wind noise than motor noise. The car, and it's probably these headphones, have more of a mono sound than stereo. Got hit with a penalty? Really? Oh, wow. All right. The car's behavior in this game is more profound than, say, ACC, because the body rolls more than it would in, say, ACC. But I mean, I'd imagine that's probably a situation where I go in and tune the suspension to my preference. Oh shit. So we got 3 minutes before the race starts. And again, after the race, I will do the giveaway. Went too much. So, okay. That's a little bit better. Yeah, that's much better right there. So I gotta make sure I got this right before the race starts. Let's get it together, y'all. Where am I at? What? First? What? That can't be. That just cannot be right. I can't be first. Unless that's the power of VR. Okay. So yeah, folks, let's get in here. Let me see the warm-up. So, oh no. So the warm-up is at flat screen. That part I don't like. So I'm still in flat screen for the warm-up. Oh, there we go. Now we're in VR. I do not expect to hold on to first place very long because somebody's going to wipe me out. So this rolling start, I understand, starts flat screen, and just like what you guys saw with the warm-up, once the countdown ends, then I go into VR. So I got the pole. And again, that might be the magic of VR. And it feels good to be able to look at that rear view camera. And the jerk bumped me. Knew that was going to happen. I should have bumped him. That's the magic of VR. I was able to properly judge that corner. Oh my God. I counted my chickens before they hatched. I thought I had this race locked up. That, folks, is the magic of VR. That is the magic of VR, folks. So, once this race, once the timer winds down and we come back to the main menu, I'll give you my thoughts on that race, what I saw, how it felt, and then we'll do the giveaway. We won. We won. Yes, sir. Clean race bonus, too. Damn, but only 20,000? Seemed like I should have got more than that. Hey, a 5-star roulette, though. So let's go back and redeem this roulette ticket, and then let's go into the garage, into the VR showroom. Let's redeem this ticket first. Turbocharger, I don't need that. And this is for a Subaru drift car, I don't need that. And you can't sell it back. So let's go into the VR showroom and see this car. Japanese style showroom GT Cafe. Ooh, I like that brand Central. Home garage. Parking. Let's go into brand Central. Okay, so let's talk about that race I just did. The car feels different in VR. As I was saying before, the behavior of the car is more profound. The body rolls when the car leans from one side to the other when you're going through corners. It's more profound. You can see it more. And I think because of the understeer that I was feeling, I had to be harder on the brakes. But as crazy as that sound, it worked in my favor, having to understeer and go slower through the corners because I was able to maintain more control while these other guys was flying wide. I think I still got to tinker with my wheelbase a little bit so I can find a steering sensitivity that I like. The visuals, like inside the car, what you're looking at is exactly what I saw. Inside the car was great. Now, the view in the distance was soft. My PC shows that stuff like the roads in the distance. I can see them enough that I can make it out. And if it's a track that I know, I can make it out enough that I know what corner's coming up. And I still know how to approach it. So in that aspect, it's good enough. My PC, like I said, my PC, as far as the distance goes, I mean, well, all in all, my PC still has the sharpest picture, and that's not to knock anything on the PS5, because you have to keep in mind my PC has a 4090, and I also have a HP Reverb G2, which I'm running at 3100p. But this is good. This is good. It was fun, and I definitely felt like I had an advantage against the other cars, because I felt like I was in VR. I'm using the wheel, and those guys, I was patient. They made a mistake, and I capitalized on it. So even though they tried to knock me off, they bumped me off the track a couple of times, or tried to. I like it. I like it. So now, as far as the soft background that I saw, I don't know if that's because of ghosting, because I don't know what the refresh rate is, because I didn't check it. All I did was just hook this stuff up and just went at it. So before I pass final judgment on the soft background that I saw, I need time to tinker with this headset and play with the settings. But initially, it looks good enough for what I needed to do. So, all right, let's get ready for the drawing. I'm going to go grab the Horizon Call of the Mountain. I'm going to scratch off the code and I'm going to type it in. So get your copy and paste ready. I hope you've got your PS5s ready, prepared to type in the code. And this is for Horizon Call of the Mountain. Thank you so much to all the subs of this channel, especially those of you that have stuck with me through the years. I really, really appreciate it. And I can't think of a better way to give back and celebrate the launch of PSVR 2 with this code. So I will be right back. Let me go grab the code. Hmm. Oh, tight work must have got it. Tight work must have got it. Congratulations, yes, yes, yes. Congratulations to the winner. When you jumping in Resident Evil 8, hey, VR disabled. VR mode. So it looks like at the moment it appears that the camera is disabled whenever I go into VR mode. I don't wow. So it looks like as soon as I put the headset on, the camera disappears. So whoever won, I think Tight Work might have won because I've seen him say thanks, man. So whoever won, congratulations. Thank you so much. You know, the thing about it is I forgot to put that in the title, that it was a giveaway on there. But hey, you know, thank you all for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Now, I believe Ham just went live. So I'm tempted to do another daily race, but try it with the Ford GT this time. I can't remember who said it, but I think one of somebody who had early access to this game, I mean not this game, but the headset. I think what they were trying to say was by the textures and like by the visuals that you see within the headset, you could tell that it's PlayStation VR, but it looks much, much better. And I think that was an accurate description. Oh shit! Oh, the entry period starts in a few minutes. Wide body. Oh, is that what preventing me from using the Ford? Oh, it might be the... Oh, I get it. That's why I can't enter this race. The Ford GT has a turbocharger. So, the cars that I have, I can use the Audi R8 or the Corvette C7. Yeah, and the Beetle's got a turbo too. Yeah, I'll go with my Porsche again. That felt so good that I want to win another race. Oops. Oh, wait a minute. It's letting me use it's letting me use it. All right, let me shut this thing off, folks. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. So yeah, I'm not too far off of Boris. That's that magic of VR. In terms of the ride height, I definitely like this Ford. So I gotta find that sweet spot. It's got, oh. Yeah, it's got some understeer, fierce. It seems to understeer when you let off the throttle. I felt that shift in the weight distribution. Yeah, I can't drive this car the way I was driving the Porsche. Hey, look at that! The chat works. Hey, Lincoln, how's GT7 on the VR2? Hey, damn! A chat actually popped up inside the window. It does work. It feels different from my PC VR, but I still like it. And you know, I do see some pop-ins. That doesn't bother me because I see it on PC VR, even though I got a super powerful PC. That's just the way racing games are. In order to save resources, you're going to see those pop-ups. So even the distance, the edges are soft in the distance, but I can still make out everything. The only thing that's like really catching my attention is when I go around corners. You know, it almost looks like it's ghosting a little bit. So I think I'm gonna have to go inside the headset and see what the refresh rate is. If possible, please make a YouTube clip. All right. Hey, good to know that chat window does work inside the headset. It pops up about right there. Like, I'm looking at the rear view camera. It pops up right above that. Yeah, this Ford GT has a lot of understeer, but I still think I can work with it. And I guess the other thing to keep in mind is that I'm using racing mediums too. The car wanted to step out on me. Hey, that's a time close to what I was setting with the Porsche. I think I hit the brakes too late right there. So I think I got to brake a little bit earlier with this GT. All right. Almost hit 141. I felt the weight transfer. Probably gonna get hit with a penalty for that. There it is, 141.6. Is that enough to beat Boris? 141.6 again. As my uncle once told me, welcome to the ranks of the upper echelon. Let's see if we can win with the 4GT. Oh, baby! Oh, baby! We qualified first again. Oh, baby! I haven't seen any comments in a while, so, I mean, I don't know if that's something where the chat works when it wants to. So I think after this race, I'll give my closing thoughts, and then I'm going to go get my other PS5 set up in the other room, and then we'll check out some Horizon Call of the Mountain or Resident Evil. I'm telling you something like... That's gotta be why. That was too easy. Some not right about that. I'm telling, that was way too easy. With the mistakes I made, I don't. If that would have been an ACC race, with the mistakes I was making, I would not have won that race. And like the 142 that I was doing, I think if this would have been ACC, the aliens on there would have been turning in 138s. That was too easy. And I'm in there with C drivers. That was too easy. Well, I haven't seen any chats popped up in the headset, so guess I'll have to take the headset off, check my phone again, and take a look at the comments. But there was a couple of comments that popped up inside this headset, though. Another victory. $450. You know what? And I think I'll treat myself to a car. Yeah. I think I'll treat myself to a car. I think we'll go ahead and buy this one. Yes, sir. Oh, I mean, ooh. Nah, this one stands out more. Let's go. And let's have a look at this baby in the VR showroom. Let's go into the garage. Have a look at this baby in the showroom. So, look at the reflections and shit like that. Look on the headlights. You see the plastic cover on the headlights, and you see the reflection from out the doorway. That is impressive. That's a slick looking car. Let's get in. Yeah. Oops. I think I meant to turn on the lights. Change lighting. Oh, headlights signals. Oh shit. Ooh wee! That left turn signal. Ooh wee! Okay, so let me come on back to the chat. No cap. No cap. What's good? What's good? What's good? Ain't Legend, you said you can watch the replays in VR? Oh, shit. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so yeah, tight work. All right, I gotta run to the bathroom, folks. I'll be right back. Okay. The headset back on. Mr. No Cap Podcast, thank you very much. Said looking good. Now look. Those two races, it was too easy to win. Now look. You guys have heard me say it before that I race better in VR. I can judge the corners better. Which the one thing I was able to judge the corners better, but unlike ACC, the car had the body roll and was leaning from side to side a little bit harder than the cars do in ACC. So sometimes when I got on the gas, the front end of the car would lift up, and I would have to look over the top of the hood so I could continue to see the corner as I'm rounding the corner. But I felt like if that would have been a race at a set of Corsa at ACC, I would not have won that race. Now, I don't like saying this, but one thing that I had noticed on PSVR 1 on GT Sport and VR, the cars were easier to drive. I was turning in record laps even though I was making mistake after mistake. And it made me wonder if they made the physics easier for people that were in VR so they would be more encouraged to want to stay in this. And I pray to God that they didn't do that with this game here. It made it easier for the people that drive in VR and make the physics easier, so it makes them want to, so they'll want to stay invested in the game if they can see how easy it is to win. But that's such a tough one because I got a lot of experience with VR sim racing. And there was no question that I would be faster in VR, but that was too easy. And I mean, whenever I did a clean lap and didn't go off the edge, or I didn't understeer, I was pulling away from those cars. It was way too easy. So I'm probably going to have to ask Ham. Matter of fact, I think Ham is live. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and close stream and grab a quick bite to eat, and then I'm going to get my second PS5 set up in the play space. I got to finish cleaning that mess up from all the boxes and shit like that laying everywhere, and then we're going to come back and we're going to take a look at Horizon Call of the Mountain, and then later on this evening we'll take a look at we'll take a look at Resident Evil. And then I got to grab Pavlov. And then we'll have a look at that. So I got to check the PlayStation Store. I'm hoping Pavlov is there. The last time I checked, it wasn't there. So if Pavlov is there, we'll grab that and we'll check that out too. My God, to see the reflections on that car, to see the reflections of the garage door, just unbelievable. So the reflections on this shit, I will say I've never seen that in VR before. When, this showcase view right here, seeing the reflections on the windshield, the shiny reflections on the hood of the car, across the front of the car, the reflections on the back from that garage door being open, that shit, all this stuff makes this car look so real. It makes the car look so real, but it makes me ask the question, is this the actual size of the car? Because it doesn't look like a very big car, but inside the car, it did seem a little bit wider inside the car. So to sum up my thoughts, I would agree with Gamertag's assessments that the visuals are about a mid-range PC. This showroom now, this VR showroom is incredible. Actual races, I don't want to pass a final judgment on that because I got to find out whether I was in 120 hertz, because I understand that 120 hertz with this headset causes a little bit of ghosting. So I got to check that. If it's at 120, I got to turn it down to 90. But as far as the visuals, again, the background, the stuff you see in the distance, is not as sharp as my PC, but it still looks good enough that I can see the curves coming up, unlike PSVR 1. And the thing about it is, I did it without the markers, because on PSVR 1, it was blurry enough to the point where I had to use like these teardrop shape markers to help you get through the corners. I didn't have to use any of that here. It was clear enough that I could see the corners and I could properly judge them. So that being said, I think it's worth going off of this alone. I think it's worth it. But we'll continue to assess this. So again, let me get ready to get everything ready in the next room. And we'll have a look at calling them out next. So let me come back to the chat one more time, and then we'll wrap it up. Yeah, to answer that last comment about me going up against C-rank drivers, the thing you have to keep in mind is that I'm a D-rank driver. I know I'm a lot better than a D-rank driver. I know I'm better than a C-rank driver, but I haven't played this game that much to build my safety rating up in my driver ratings. But now that because I was making it a point to try to stay away from this game until the VR finally came out, because VR is the only way that I can drive. Now that VR is here, we gonna shoot straight up that rank ladder. We gonna kick some ass. So, so that's gonna do it for this stream. Let me get set up, and we'll see you guys back here shortly for Call of the Mountain. Until then, you all know the line and tight work. Congratulations on grabbing that code for Horizon Call of the Mountain. And we'll see you all in a little bit on the next stream. Until then, you all know the line. Wakanda forever, long live the king, and deuces. Find a controller here so I can, here we go, so we can close shop.